Here is the uncomfortable truth. She can love you and not want you at the same time. Love warms. Desire needs edge. If you have felt that shift, you are not broken and she is not lying. You are watching two different systems run inside the same woman. Right now, a lot of men are stuck in the friend zone inside their own homes. You show up early, you talk more, you help more, you fold yourself smaller, and the spark fades further. Date nights feel like meetings. Kisses feel polite. You start asking, what is wrong with you, or what is wrong with her? And nothing you try changes the temperature. The fix is not nicer words or bigger gifts. It is learning to switch. There is partner mode that makes love feel safe, and there is erotic mode that reintroduces tension, leadership, and a hint of risk inside clear consent. Most men live in one mode and hope desire follows. It will not. In this video, you will get a clear map: why love can cool lust, how polarity works, and how to bring dominant energy safely without games. We will talk timing, boundaries, selective unpredictability, and how to stop spending your passion on fights so you have it for the bedroom. You will learn what is in your control and how to act on it without panic or pressure. Ready to rebuild desire with clarity, presence, and respect, not pressure or tricks today. Let's get into it. Number 1. Why love cools lust. Here is the paradox most men feel but can't explain. She loves you, laughs with you, trusts you, and somehow wants you less. Nothing is wrong. Two different systems are running. Love wants safety, sameness, and equal footing. Lust runs on tension, polarity, and just enough risk to feel alive. When a relationship becomes very safe and very equal all the time, the chemistry that needs contrast has nowhere to land. She still cares. Her nervous system just doesn't feel the spark it once did. Love is a nest. It needs routines, fairness, predictable kindness, and long talks where no one wins or loses. Those conditions raise connection and lower threat. That is good for life together. It is not what fuels desire. Desire prefers short bursts of uncertainty inside a safe container. It perks up when there is leadership, distance bridged by choice, a change in tempo, a sense that something could happen, and you are the one guiding when and how. Take away all unpredictability, and the erotic system falls asleep. So what changed after the honeymoon? You probably gave more of the good stuff and accidentally removed the necessary edge. Every decision became a discussion. Every plan waited for a yes. You shared every thought as if intimacy and transparency were the same thing. You started solving all tension instead of learning to hold it. She felt safe, yes, but she also felt flat. Love was fed. Desire was starved. Make this real. Eric is 51, owns a small shop in Nashville. Leah is 45, an HR director who carries people problems all day. Year 1 was heat and laughter. Year 3 felt like good roommates. Eric tried harder in the nice way. More chores, more texts, more check-ins. Nothing moved. The shift came when he stopped performing safety and started leading again. He kept his training, protected his time, and planned specific nights with clear starts and finishes. He stopped over-explaining and used cleaner language. One Thursday he came home, kissed her cheek, and said, "Change in 10. I'm taking you out. No phones." He stayed calm, playful, and unhurried. He did not push for an outcome. The edge returned because the frame returned. Leah relaxed, not because he bought something, but because he brought direction she could trust. The lesson is not to become harsh. It is to bring contrast on purpose. Keep partner mode for life admin, softness, and repair. Bring erotic mode for short, decisive windows where you set pace, manage distance, and let silence do some work. Lead with specifics. Change scenes by a few feet. Protect mystery in small ways. You do not need secrets. You need a difference between daily you and date you, so her body can tell the modes apart. You cannot force desire. but you can stop smothering it. Hold tension instead of solving all of it. Make fewer asks and more plans. Speak less and demonstrate more. Control what you can control and accept the rest with a steady face. Desire is not gone. It needs a container and a spark, not speeches and apologies. If this hit home, type 3 words to claim it. I rebuild desire. Don't go. Next, we map the 2 modes and the exact moments to switch, so love stays warm and lust wakes back up. Number 2. 2 modes, 1 woman. There are 2 gears running inside the same person, partner mode and erotic mode. Partner mode protects the bond. Erotic mode fuels desire. When you understand that they are different states with different needs, the confusion fades. You stop asking why love did not automatically carry lust with it, and you start leading the relationship with intention instead of hope. Partner mode is built on safety, sameness, and shared control. This is where you plan, repair, listen, and divide life's load. You slow down, speak more, and make room for feelings. Think comfort, routines, and eye-level talk. It is the nest you both need to live well. Remove it, and trust erodes fast. Erotic mode is built on polarity and tension inside a clear container. This is where you introduce direction, tempo changes, distance and closeness, a hint of risk, and fewer words. Think presence over talk, decisions over negotiations, short windows with a beginning, middle, and end. She relaxes when she feels you can create that frame and hold it without getting needy or harsh. Most men make one of 2 mistakes. They try to keep erotic energy on 24/7, which feels unsafe and eventually childish. Or they live only in partner mode and expect desire to show up out of gratitude. Neither works. You need a clean switch. Do life in partner mode by default. When the window opens, set the frame and enter erotic mode on purpose. Then exit cleanly and return to normal life. Use cues to switch. When she wants to process, stay in partner mode. When she is light, playful, or quiet with steady eyes, invite a shift. Change scenes by a few feet, lower your voice, say less, and lead with specifics. If she says no, you smile once, stay warm, and go back to partner mode without sulking. That consistency teaches her nervous system that your lead is safe to follow. Tie it to Stoicism so you do not turn the switch into performance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. That is the discipline." You can control your breathing, posture, words, timing, and exit. You cannot control her response. Lead what is yours, accept what is not. The calm behind that stance is the real attraction. Create rituals that separate the modes. Have a weekly logistics talk where partner mode runs the show. Create short date windows with phones away, a clear start and finish, and your lead on pace. Protect sleep and training so your energy has range. The more structure you build, the easier the switch becomes. Do not announce the switch. Show it. Fewer questions, more choices. Less explaining, more movement. Firm boundaries, soft eyes. You are not forcing a mood. You are providing contrast so desire has somewhere to land. Consent is your container. State boundaries in calm language. Set the pace, and read her yes and her no with the same steady face. Polarity gets room to breathe and grow. If this clicked, type 4 words to claim it. I own the switch. Stay with me. Next, we look at the uncomfortable truth about safety, why too much of it can flatten arousal, and how to keep warmth without losing the spark. Number 3. Safety kills the spark. Here is the hard lesson most couples learn too late. Warmth without edge turns romance into routine. Love needs safety to grow. Desire needs a little danger to wake up. When every night is predictable, when every decision is a joint meeting, when every feeling is processed to zero, the part of her that craves tension goes quiet. 2 different systems are being fed, and only one of them gets hungry for you. Think biology and behavior together. The bonding system loves certainty, tenderness, and equal footing. The erotic system perks up when there is polarity, leadership, and selective unpredictability inside clear consent. If you overfeed one, the other starves. Many men double down on safety once they sense distance, more reassurance, more talks, more access. They mean well, but they remove the last pockets of mystery that attraction uses to breathe. Make this real for a minute. Brian is 52, a project superintendent in Kansas City. Monica is 47, a nurse manager who solves problems all day. Early on, he set plans and kept a fun edge. 3 years in, he became the perfect roommate. Every date was negotiated, every text explained, every weekend blended with errands. Monica still loved him, but her body went neutral. The shift came when Brian stopped smothering tension and started holding it. He kept his workouts, blocked a weekly poker night, and planned 2 tight date windows each month. One Thursday he came home, kissed her cheek, and said, "Change in 10, I am taking you out, no phones." He stayed playful and unhurried. He did not chase a result. Monica softened, not because he begged, but because she felt direction she could trust. This is not cruelty, it is polarity on purpose. Give love a stable container and give lust a stage. You do that by separating modes and moments. Keep partner mode for repairs, decisions, and long talks. Drop into erotic mode for short, decisive bursts. Change scenes by a few feet. Lower your voice. Use clean language. Make an offer and let her choose. If she says no, you stay warm and return to life without sulking. Stop the transparency overdose. You do not need to narrate your every thought. You need to be readable, not predictable. Protect solo time, sleep, training, friendships, and a hobby that does not include her. That distance is not a threat, it is fertilizer. When you bring a life with weight back to the table, she feels the gravity you cannot fake. Anchor it in Stoic practice. Control what is yours. Breath, posture, pace, plans, boundaries. Accept what is not. Her response today. Your edge is steadiness, not pressure. Say less, do more. Let tension rise and do not rush to solve it. A little oxygen goes a long way. The takeaway is simple. Too much safety in the wrong places kills the spark. Reintroduce contrast inside consent. Hold a frame she can lean into. Lead in windows. Then exit cleanly. Warmth stays, desire returns. If this hit home, claim it below with 4 words. I protect the spark. Do not step away. Next, we will show exactly how to bring dominant energy safely, so polarity excites her and still respects the bond you are building. Number 4. Bring dominant energy safely. Dominant energy is not about control or aggression. It's the calm, directed presence that sets a pace, holds boundaries, and lets her relax because she feels you won't wobble. Think leadership, not loudness. In long relationships, this energy often disappears under endless comfort and negotiation. You can bring it back without games by building a safe container and then guiding the moment inside it. Container means consent, clarity, and context. Guidance means fewer questions, more choices, less explaining, more movement, soft eyes, firm decisions. That combination reintroduces tension while protecting trust. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Dominant energy starts there. Slow your breathing, drop your shoulders, and decide your pace before you step in. You are not asking for permission every second. You are inviting her into a clear rhythm. Keep your phone away, set a window with a start and finish, and lead with specifics. Be ready at 7. Walk with me to the patio. Phone stay in the bag. Short lines, warm tone. You frame the night. Then let her choose how close it gets. Consent keeps polarity healthy. Use clear, light check-ins that don't kill momentum. This okay? Tell me if you want to slow. Consent is ongoing, not a one-time form. Marcus Aurelius gave a simple filter. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Hold that line. Don't narrate the moment. Don't brag, and don't crowd. Keep distance you can close by inches, not leaps. Let silence work. Presence beats chatter because it stabilizes her nervous system while the heat rises. Bring selective unpredictability inside safety. Change scenes by a few feet. Vary tempo. Lead with a plan, then improvise lightly when reality shifts. You are proving steadiness, not stiffness. If a table is taken, smile, pivot, choose another spot. If traffic ruins a plan, reroute without complaint. That flexibility with a spine is the attractive part. In public, keep PDA tasteful and read her body language. In private, keep phones away, lights intentional, and the room prepared. You're signaling, "I've thought about this," which lets her drop the brakes. What kills it? Over-explaining, fishing for reassurance, and asking permission for every inch. That turns you into a customer instead of a man with a plan. Another killer is fake dominance. Raised voice, rushed hands, coarse jokes. That's insecurity in costume. Real dominance is quiet. It shows up as punctuality, follow through, a clean no when needed, and the ability to exit without drama if respect disappears. Seneca warned, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Don't let imaginary rejection make you perform. Stay here, do the next right move. Practice the sequence until it's natural. Build the container, consent, time window, phones down, lead with specifics. Where, when, how long. Regulate yourself, breath low, shoulders relaxed, fewer words. Read her signals, eyes, pace, proximity. Adjust without sulking, exit cleanly. The aim is simple. A man who can bring heat without losing control. Do that, and love stays warm while desire wakes up on its own timeline. If you're committed to leading with respect, type 3 words. I lead safely. Next, we'll map the exact cues and timing to switch from partner to passion without awkwardness. Small shifts create big changes. Start tonight. Number 5. Switch from partner to passion. Most men try to be romantic all the time or practical all the time. That is why desire drifts. Your relationship needs 2 distinct gears. Partner mode handles life, errands, planning, repair, and long talks. Passion mode uses short, focused windows where you lead, reduce words, add tension inside consent, and let silence carry weight. The switch between them is the skill. If you blur the modes, you end up roommates. If you separate them well, love stays warm and desire wakes up. The switch begins before you speak. Change your posture, tempo, and setting. Shoulders down, breath lower and slower. Phone away. Close the laptop. Create a small scene change by a few feet. Move from kitchen to patio, from television couch to a chair pulled close, from chatter to eye contact. Then trade questions for choices. Instead of "What do you want to do?" try "Be ready at 7" or "Sit here with me." You are not commanding a result. You are creating a frame her nervous system can lean into. Make it real. Derek is 54, a physical therapist in Austin. Renee is 45, a marketing director who spends all day solving problems. In partner mode, they split chores, run calendars, and talk through family logistics. Lately, the spark felt faint. Derek stopped trying to be romantic all day and practiced the switch. On a Thursday, he texted at 4 p.m. "Phones stay in the drawer tonight. I'm cooking. Be ready at 7. When she came home, music was on, lights were warm, and the table was set. He did not narrate his effort or fish for praise. He kept the pace slow, eyes soft, words short. Midway through dinner, he invited, "Walk with me to the patio." Nothing forced. A clear frame, a steady presence, and consent he could read in her body and her yes. Passion mode had room to exist because partner mode had created safety first. Use simple check-ins that do not break the mood. This okay? Tell me if you want to slow. Consent keeps tension clean. If she says no, you smile, stay warm, and return to partner mode without sulking. That consistency is the attractive part. It teaches her she can trust your lead. Avoid the two traps. Do not try to keep passion mode on all day. It will feel like pressure. Do not try to fix desire with endless partner talk. It will feel like a meeting. Practice timing. Evenings after work, weekend mornings before screens, or any moment after shared laughter are good windows. Keep them short with clear starts and finishes so intensity does not bleed into chores. Create rituals that signal the switch. A weekly logistics hour where partner mode rules. 2 date windows a month where you set the pace, protect privacy, and keep phones away. Small, decisive choices beat grand gestures. Remember the Stoic filter. You control your posture, breath, tone, and invites. You do not control her response. Lead what is yours, accept what is not, and the room relaxes around you. If you are ready to practice this tonight, claim it below with 3 words. I switch now. Stay close. Next, we will add something most men misuse, a hint of surprise that feeds desire without adding drama. Number 6. Selective unpredictability done right. Unpredictability is gasoline for desire, but only when you pour it into the right engine. Do it wrong, and you create drama, doubt, and distance. Do it right, and you create electricity inside a relationship that already feels safe. The rule is simple. Keep your core predictable and your edges playful. Predictable core means your values, your time windows, and your integrity never wobble. Playful edges means the where, when, and how can change without warning. Think of 2 dials you control, pace and space. Pace is your tempo. Some nights you move slow and let silence do most of the work. Other nights you add momentum with quick scene changes and a confident invite. Space is your distance. Sometimes you hold a little more space and let her lean in. Other times you shorten the gap by inches with a steady, warm lead. Vary those dials and the moment stays alive without breaking trust. Selective means you choose where to be unpredictable. Never gamble with the container. You don't ghost to seem mysterious. You don't cancel last minute to look busy. You don't flirt publicly to provoke jealousy. That's chaos, not polarity. You keep your promises, show up on time, and answer messages like an adult. The surprise lives in the experience, not in your dependability. Make it practical. Swap the usual restaurant for a hidden booth at the old jazz bar. Change the start time by moving early instead of late. Shift the order of the night dessert first, then a short walk, then a drink. Speak less and use a single, clear line. Shoes on, 10 minutes. Phones down, patio. You are not asking for permission every step. You are leading inside consent. Use micro-mystery. Don't narrate your plan. Pack a jacket for her without announcing it. Choose a table with a view and keep your phone out of sight. When conversation slows, move a few feet, window, corner, railing, then let the silence breathe. She doesn't need fireworks. She needs the sense that something could happen and you know how to guide it. The Stoic lens keeps this clean. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way. If traffic wrecks your plan, don't apologize 10 times or turn sour. Pivot, pick a new spot and own it. Your flexibility with a spine is the attractive part." Epictetus would add that you control your choices, not outcomes. So you vary pace and space. You invite, and you accept yes or no with the same calm face. That steadiness is what makes unpredictability feel safe instead of threatening. Set guardrails to avoid games. Never use silence as punishment. Never threaten to leave to create urgency. Don't stage jealousy or post bait online. Those moves buy attention while selling respect. The goal isn't adrenaline. The goal is tension that trusts you. Build rituals that tolerate surprise. A weekly logistics hour keeps life steady. 2 short date windows a month give you playgrounds for variation. In those windows, change one variable at a time, scene, tempo, or sequence, and watch how quickly the temperature rises when the container holds. You'll feel the difference. She relaxes faster, her voice tilts warmer, eye contact lingers. Not because you became a magician, but because you stopped being boring or chaotic. Stable core, playful edges. If you're ready to practice this tonight, type 3 words to lock it in. I add surprise. Stay here. Next, we'll make sure you stop wasting intensity on arguments and save that fuel for the moments that actually keep desire alive. Number 7. Save the heat for desire. Arguments feel intense. So many men mistake them for passion. They are not. Fights spend the same energy your bedroom needs and spend it in the wrong place. Desire runs on clean tension. Arguments create dirty tension. One builds pull, the other drains trust. If every week ends in a blow-up or a sulk, you are using your best fuel to power the worst moments. Think about what actually happens. When you fight, your body floods with stress and your brain narrows to win. You talk fast, you repeat yourself, you keep score. Afterward, you both feel wrung out and distant. The relationship gets safer in the boring way, because you agree never to go there again. Then the spark fades a little more. The fix is not more talks or louder apologies. The fix is learning to spend intensity where it keeps attraction alive. Make this real. Grant is 52, an operations manager in Seattle. Sophia is 41, an interior designer who runs busy projects. Their pattern was classic. Logistics turned into cross-examination, texts turned into essays. By Friday they were drained and Saturday felt flat. Grant changed one thing. He stopped arguing in the moment. If a topic belonged to partner mode, he wrote it on a shared list for a weekly logistics hour. He protected 2 short date windows a month where phones stayed away and taste, music, and movement did the talking. When tension spiked midweek, he paused, breathed low, and said, "We will handle this Sunday." Then he invited a small scene change. "Walk with me. Sit here." Over 8 weeks, the fights shrank, and the heat returned because the fuel finally had a home. Here is a simple filter before you speak. Ask yourself, is this repair, logistics, or desire? Pick one lane. If it is repair, slow down and stay in partner mode. If it is logistics, put it on the list and schedule it. If it is desire, cut words in half, change scenes by a few feet, lower your voice, and invite. Blending lanes kills both connection and attraction. Use 3 habits to keep heat where it belongs. First, breathe low and delay your first sentence by 2 seconds when you feel triggered. Second, trade questions for choices during date windows. Sit here, walk with me. Third, keep departures clean. If she is cold or stressed, you exit without theater and revisit later. That steadiness is the attractive part. Save your best energy. Go lift, go build, go sleep. Bring that weight back to the relationship so there is something to feel. Most men try to manufacture heat with speeches. You create it with presence and pacing. The moment does not need more words. It needs a frame that lets silence work. This is not about avoiding hard things. You will still face money, kids, family, and careers. You just stop spending the erotic budget on operational fights. Handle repairs with care, handle logistics on schedule, and spend heat on moments that can actually grow desire. One more move that works in practice. When tempers rise, step to the sink, drink water, and change rooms. Say, "Give me 2 minutes," and then reset your posture. Physical resets lower the temperature faster than speeches and keep the night available for connection. If this clicked, type 4 words to claim it. I save my heat. Do not go anywhere. Next, we will show you how to cycle polarity on purpose, so the spark does not depend on luck or long gaps between storms. Number 8. Cycle polarity on purpose. Desire isn't random, it's rhythmic. If you leave polarity to luck, it spikes, crashes, and fades. When you cycle it on purpose, love stays warm and lust keeps returning. Think in seasons. There's partner season for connection and logistics, and there's passion season for tension and leadership. You rotate them deliberately at 2 levels, micro inside a single evening and macro across each week and month. Start with the macro. Block a weekly logistics hour where partner mode rules. Calendars, money, family, chores, repairs. Keep it boring on purpose so life runs. Then defend 2 short date windows a month that belong to passion mode. Phones away, clear start and finish, your lead on pace. You're telling both nervous systems what to expect. Safety has a home, and so does heat. Now the micro. In any given night, move through 3 phases. Open, build, release. Open with a small scene change and soft eye contact. Build by lowering your voice, using fewer words, and guiding movement in inches kitchen to patio, couch to chair, doorway to window. Release by ending the window cleanly, not dragging it into errands or arguments. That exit protects the charge for next time. Energy management is the hidden gear. Sleep, training, water, single-task work blocks, and solo time are not luxuries. They are the fuel that makes polarity believable. If you arrive depleted, you perform romance instead of embodying presence. Seneca nailed the mindset. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Don't waste the erotic budget on doom, scrolling, firefighting texts, or circular debates. Save it for windows that matter. Use cues to decide when to switch. Partner cues are tears, problem-solving, long stories, or lists. Stay in partner mode there. Passion cues are playfulness, steady eyes, lighter banter, or quiet with warmth. Shift then. Change scenes by a few feet. Give one clear choice. Sit here, walk with me, and let silence carry some weight. If she says no, smile once and return to partner mode without sulking. The cycle works because your response is consistent. Build rituals that signal the gear change without announcements. Music on, lights warm, phones in a drawer. That's a passion cue. Sunday afternoon coffee with notebooks. That's a partner cue. Keep each ritual short. Intensity overstays its welcome when you blur endings. Avoid fake cycling. Random cancellations, jealousy games, or strategic silence are not unpredictability. They're chaos. Real cycling keeps the core predictable values, integrity, punctuality, while the edges stay playful, where, when, and how. You're surprising the experience, not her trust. Mind your words. Partner mode likes full sentences and questions. Passion mode likes short lines and movement. Trade, what do you want to do for be ready at 7? Trade, can we talk about everything tonight for let's handle the list Sunday? You're separating lanes so neither gets polluted. Calibrate with reflection. After a week, ask 2 quiet questions. Did we protect the logistics hour? Did we run at least 1 clean window? If the answer is no, your calendar, not your chemistry, is the problem. Adjust there first. Remember the Stoic frame. You control posture, breath, pace, plans, and exits. You don't control her response. Lead what's yours, accept what isn't, and the room relaxes around you. That calm is the container where tension becomes desire instead of drama. Do this for 30 days and you'll feel the climate change. Fewer fights about nothing, more eye contact that lingers, warmer silence. Not magic, just rhythm applied with respect. If you're ready to own the cycle, type 4 words. I set the rhythm. Don't step away. Next, we'll lock in the boundaries that keep desire alive without guilt, so the fire heats the room and never burns the house. Number 9. Boundaries that keep desire alive. Desire does not die from lack of love. It dies from blurry lines. Boundaries are not walls that shut passion out. They are doors that keep the right heat in. When time, topics, money, phones and privacy have no structure, tension leaks away or turns into drama. When those lines are clear, her body relaxes and the spark has a room to breathe. Start with time. Protect 2 short date windows a month with a clear start and finish. Phones away, chores parked, no heavy talks. If life needs a meeting, schedule a weekly logistics hour and keep romance out of it. You are separating lanes so neither gets polluted. Next is conversation. In partner mode, you listen, ask and solve. In passion mode, you trade questions for choices and shorten sentences. Sit here, walk with me. Save repairs for the logistics hour. Mixing lanes kills attraction and clutters love. Money is a boundary too. Pay for what you enjoy, not for approval. Overspending to look romantic creates pressure and resentment. Invest when reciprocity is obvious. Desire grows when generosity is clean. Privacy versus secrecy matters. Privacy shields intimacy from gossip. Secrecy hides it from accountability. If you are hiding to avoid shame, the body senses it and shuts down. Bring the relationship into daylight at a pace that respects both lives. Calm visibility lowers anxiety and keeps polarity safe. Here is a real picture. Marcus is 52, a firefighter in Nashville. Elena is 44, a pediatric nurse who carries emotions home after every shift. They loved each other, but the spark kept dipping. Fights started over nothing. Marcus drew 4 lines. Sunday at 4 was their logistics list. 2 evenings a month were date windows with phones in a drawer. No therapy talk during those windows. And if either person slipped into criticism, the other could pause the night and reset without punishment. The change was fast. Elena said she felt lighter, knowing when hard talks would happen and when she could just lean on his lead. Marcus felt less pressure to fix everything and more energy to bring playful direction. The same love, clearer lines, stronger pull. Physical boundaries keep desire alive too. Consent first, then clarity. Agree in calm moments on what is welcome, what is not, and how to pause without penalty. When no means later instead of never, the nervous system stays open and curious. Enforcement is simple. State the boundary once, keep tone warm, and follow through. If phones creep back in, you remove them. If logistics invade date night, you park them on the Sunday list. If respect slips, you end the window cleanly and reconnect tomorrow. Consistency, not speeches, teaches the rule. Avoid common traps. Do not weaponize silence. Do not test with jealousy. Do not cancel at the last minute to look busy. Those games burn trust and starve desire. Be steady at the core and playful at the edges. Surprise the experience, not her safety. Create boundaries too. Keep screens out of the bedroom after a set hour. No doom scrolling on date nights. Go public enough on social media. Do this well, and you feel the climate change. More eye contact, warmer, quiet, easier laughter, and a body that wants to move toward you without being sold. If you are ready to hold lines that make room for heat, type 4 words. I keep boundaries. Stay with me. The final shift shows how to lock these changes into a daily switch you can rely on, so the fire keeps burning without drama. Number 10. Master the switch, keep the fire. The switch is not a line you say. It is a rhythm you carry. You are moving between 2 honest roles inside the same relationship. Partner mode keeps life safe and connected. Passion mode brings direction, tension, and a hint of risk inside, clear consent. Most couples drift because they treat desire like weather. You will not. You will make it a climate. That begins with owning what you control and building simple cues that tell both nervous systems when each mode is on. Start on the inside. Breath low, shoulders down, face soft. This is presence, not performance. A Stoic keeps the focus on choices, not outcomes. You can choose pace, posture, words, and exits. You cannot choose her response. When you accept that, Your energy stops begging and starts guiding. Anxiety drops. Your voice slows. Silence feels friendly again. That inner steadiness is the switch's ignition. Now shape the room. Signals move bodies faster than speeches. Music on, lights warm, phones in a drawer, a chair pulled close to a window, a jacket ready for her if you step outside. These are small, physical markers that say the gear has changed. They are not showy, they are intentional. The opposite is also true. Notebooks on the table and a calendar open signal partner mode. When you separate spaces and times, you protect romance from chores and chores from resentment. Language finishes the turn. In partner mode, you ask and listen. In passion mode, you reduce words and trade questions for choices. Sit here, walk with me, be ready at 7. You do not command outcomes, you set frames. Consent stays present in light check-ins that do not kill momentum. This okay? Tell me if you want to slow. If the answer is no, your face stays the same, your tone stays warm, and you return to partner mode without a sigh. That consistency is the attraction. Watch what happens when you apply this in a normal week. Monday evening you run the logistics hour, solve what needs solving, and close the laptops. Wednesday you keep your training and go to bed on time so your energy has range. Friday you create a 2-hour window with a clear start and finish. You change scenes by a few feet, you lead with specifics, and you let silence breathe. The switch is felt because your life has weight. Desire trusts what has weight. Expect friction and plan recoveries. Plans fall apart, a table is taken, work runs late. The switch survives when you pivot without apology or edge. Pick a new spot, shorten the window, end cleanly. Marcus would tell you to meet events with the judgment that serves you best. Practice that. Choose the next right move and carry on. Do not explain your effort or ask if she noticed. Demonstration beats narration. Audit lightly. Each Sunday ask yourself 2 questions. Did we keep the logistics hour? Did we run at least 1 clean passion window? If not, your calendar is the problem, not your chemistry. Adjust the calendar first. Desire is a poor substitute for planning. Planning is a great amplifier for desire. The last mistake to avoid is turning the switch into theater. You are not pretending to be someone else. You are bringing more of the man you already are. Strong spine, soft eyes, clear choice, clean exit. When you hold the line with kindness and invite with courage, love stays warm and the spark keeps returning on its own timeline. Master the switch and you stop hoping for passion to happen. You make room for it. You keep the fire. What you heard today wasn't theory. It was a map. You saw why love can cool lust, how 2 modes live in one woman, and why too much safety flattens the spark. You learned how to bring dominant energy safely, switch from partner to passion without awkwardness, use selective unpredictability, and save your intensity for moments that build desire instead of fights that drain it. You know how to cycle polarity on purpose, set clean boundaries that protect connection, and master the daily switch so passion has a place to land. If this brought you value, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson. New videos are here to keep you grounded, attractive, and clear in real life, not just in theory. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.